Good morning guys! Welcome back to our channel, Team Genovea's Vlog. So for today's video, anong date ba ngayon? January 22nd, Monday. So every Monday tayo nakakapag-vlog. Pero may mga na-upload ako last week. As you can see sa ating YouTube channel. Ayun guys, so for this week, gusto kong i-share sa inyo yung pinagdaanan ko since Wednesday. So Wednesday night, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then yesterday, Sunday. Ayan. So, gusto ko i-share sa inyo yung about frozen shoulder. So, this past few nights, mahal. So, this past few nights, ano sa duty mo? Ay,
6 o'clock.
6 a.m.? Duty mo? Ayun si Papa. First day niya sa OJT. Ha?
Late na ako guys. 7. Hindi kami 7.
Ha?
Hindi.
6 talaga pasok mo?
Dapat 6 before 6 nandun na kami.
Guwapo ng asawa ko Sige. Buksan ko na yung car.
Please.
Ito na yung pinrepare niya na yung baon niya. Nalate siya ng gising. Nasaan yung susi, mahal? Papa, nakita mo yung susi? Wala, yung isa to yung duplicate to. Ay, si Conan ba? Si Conan nasa loob. Ayan, so, nagmamadali na yung asawa. Kasi alas 6 pala yung duty niya. So, si Conan daw yung dadali niya. Gusto mo si pilot na lang? Ha? Anong difference? Naiwan pala namin yung susi dito ni Pilot. So, buksan ko na rin si Pilot para mailabas ni Papa si Conan. Nagmamadali na siya. Labas natin si Pilot para makalabas si Conan. Ayun guys. Nabanggit ko sa inyo yung frozen shoulder. Umulan pala. Nabanggit ko sa inyo yung frozen shoulder. So, explain ko sa inyo kung ano yung nangyari sa atin. Nasa loob na siya ng sasakyan. Paalis na yun si Papa. So, ganyan ginagawa namin guys. Pinapasok namin sila pareho. Para at least safe sila pareho. Si Pilot, tsaka si Conan. Yan, napasok na si Papa. Matras pa siya. Pa siya aalis. Kikis pa yan. Kaya siya bumaba. Kala ko kikis eh. Ayan, pumunta dito.
Alis na ako. Pasok ko na.
Love you.
Love you too. Ingat ka nga. Bye.
Love you. Apa. Diba? 2 ways. Kala ko hindi kikis eh. Kala ko hindi kikis yung asawa ko. Ganyan ang buhay namin dito guys. Kaming dalawa. Talagang kailangan time management. Inalis na yun si Papa. Antayin niya akong umalis. Ay pumasok. Hindi yan papayag na hindi ako papasok. Bye! Bye! Ha? Bye-bye. Sige, pasok na ako. Love you. Nakakatuwa to si Pilot kasi may warning device siya. So, pag magpa-park ka, yan, may detector siya sa harap tsaka sa likod. Ayan. Pag ganyan, okay na yan. Tingnan natin. Pero syempre, sisilipin ko muna. Kung nakapasok. Andiyan pa si Papa. Oh, ba't di ka pa man? Ha?
Tubig ko.
Tubig. Ayan. Kailangan i-check natin kung hindi siya tatama sa gate. Diba? Si Papa. Ingat ka ha. Love you. Ingat. See you later. Bye. Love you. So, importante talaga guys, mga safety features ng sasakyan. So, ayan. Pag binaba namin yung gate, make sure ko talaga na hindi tatamaan si Pilot. Tapos, pwede pa dito madaanan. So, yan yung pinaka-importante na kasya dito sa garahe yung mga sasakyan. So, ganyan ang buhay abroad, guys. Siguro kahit sinong pamilya, yung mag-asawa, tapos may mga anak. Kami isa lang yung anak namin. Pero, ang hirap. Talagang time management. Tapos, ang dilim. Tapos, pareho kayo working. And then, as what I'm saying earlier, about sa frozen shoulder. So, this past few nights, personally experienced yung tinatawag nilang frozen shoulder. So, it's been like 5 days na rin. I think this is the 6th day na sobrang hirap pala. Sobrang di ko na-expect na magkakaroon ako ng frozen shoulder kasi very active ako. Yung range of motion ko very lagi akong kumikilos, lagi akong nag-work, lagi akong gumagawa ng something na hindi mag-freeze yung mga bones ko. But suddenly, due to weather condition na rin siguro, ayoko talaga guys ng malamig na state, na location, na lugar. Kasi lamigin ako. Last year, pumunta kami ng LA. Kung maalala niyo yung video ko guys, ito yung aking North Face na jacket na suot sa LA. Kasi sobrang lamig din talaga sa LA. That time, February last year. So, share ko sa inyo yung experience ko for frozen shoulder. Sobrang hirap guys. Umiyak ako sa sakit. Di ko ma-explain. I feel bad about my health condition. I feel sorry about myself. Kasi to the point na para na akong na-stroke. So, stroke syndrome, parang I'm a neuro ICU nurse, diba guys? So, dun ko na-feel yung how hard for a patient. Like, when we are instructing our patient to kindly lift your arm, can you lift your arm? Can you keep it up? Can you wiggle your toes? So, that's part of assessment for a stroke patient. Then, suddenly, na-experience ko yung frozen joint and muscle spasm like that. So, it's so hard na marirealize mo pala talaga guys yung hirap o yung sakit na nararamdaman ng mga pasyente mo once you experience it personally. So, ang hirap guys. So, ngayon, na-realize ko talaga ang hirap maging pasyente. Hindi pala pwedeng sagarin mo yung katawan mo guys. So, as much as we want na gusto natin ma-provide everything for our family, for our loved ones. Pero kailangan natin i-prioritize yung health natin. Kasi once na magkasakit tayo, tulad ko, I feel so bad about my health condition last week. Na parang negligence ko yung sarili ko. Hindi ko naalagaan na mabuti. I keep working hard sa hospital, dito sa bahay. So this time, I told myself na this time, I'm thinking about my health condition first. Kahit anong mangyari, siguro kung makalat, pwede naman natin ayusin later on, ganyan. So, ang daming realization, ang dami kong regrets na sana ito pala yung ginawa ko sa katawan ko, ganyan. So, yan. Nagluto na si Papa dito ng breakfast and lunch na rin namin. Ito yung breakfast. So, ito yung breakfast. Kung gusto ni Miggy mag-bread with ham and egg. May rice na rin ako. Nagsaing na rin ako. And then, ito yung aming lunch. Salmon. Grilled salmon with broccoli and carrots. So, usually, ganito yung routine namin ni Papa. Bago siya pumasok, dapat may food na rin as much as possible para i-ready ko yung baon ni Christoph. Yan na rin yung baon ni Miggy. Ito na rin yung baon ni Miggy. Ayan. So, aayusin ko na lang to. And then, bottled water niya. And then, of course, ako, since Monday, usually guys, every day off na lang ako naglalaba. So, I make sure na magpapahinga talaga ako this time. So, mapapansin nyo, right hand yung ginagamit ko. Don't worry guys, hindi naman ako na-stroke. Nagkaroon lang ako ng frozen shoulder. Acute muscle spasm. And frozen arms. Ayan. So, this time, I make sure na talaga magpapahinga ako kapag day off. Pero ito na yung pahinga ko, guys. Maglaba. Pero minimal, ano na lang. Working household chores. So, ito guys, tumawag si Toto. Nasa OJT na daw siya. Dumating na siya sa home care facility. So, ayun guys, nabanggit ko sa inyo yung experience ko dito. Ang hirap talaga guys magkasakit. So, isi-share ko sa inyo yung aking frozen shoulder experience this past few days. So, let's start with, ano ba yung frozen shoulder? So, ayun guys, yung you can experience some stiffness on your shoulder, either left arm or right arm. Dito sa ating deltoid, yan. Oh, sakit. And one of the symptoms na na-experience ko personally is yung decreasing of range of shoulder motions. So, napansin ko guys last Wednesday night. That night, it's my first night at work. So, first shift ko sa week na yun. So, Wednesday night, they floated me to neuro IMUs. There's something wrong about my left arm. So, since working ako that night, since nakakaramdam ako ng sakit sa left arm ko, that night, I'm using my left arm, my left shoulder, my left hand. But don't worry guys, I'm still able to move my left hand, my arm. Pero yung aking shoulder, there's some stiffness, tightness of the muscle. And kapag minumove ko siya, nagkakaroon ng muscle spasm. So it caused me severe pain. So ang hirap, obviously kapag nasasaktan tayo, yung part of the body nagkakos ng pain, magiging limited yung range of motion natin, magiging limited yung use natin. So what happened that night, that Wednesday night, I'm avoiding using my left arm. So I observed and I noticed na my arm is like this. So I keep it like this for more few hours while working because natatakot ako kasi ang sakit, nakakaramdam ako ng pain. So that night, I told my husband, Mahal, I think there's something wrong about my left arm. And then sabi niya, okay ka lang ba? Ano bang symptoms na na-experience mo? Sabi ko, I feel sabi ko, I can't move my left arm kasi ang sakit. Sobrang sakit. Parang ang tight na muscles ko dito sa deltoid muscle. Sabi ko, parang ang tight dito sa arm ko. Then, hindi ko ma-lift. So that time, hindi ko talaga ma-lift yung kamay ko. Sobrang nagkakos siya ng severe pain. So, for the couple of hours that shift, I'm using my right hand doing this. And then, but I'm still using it sometimes. But due to pain, limited talaga yung paggamit ko. And that night, I saw our nurse practitioner and then I told him, hey, can I ask you something? You know, I'm experiencing right now a severe left arm pain, shoulder pain. I cannot able to lift it up. Hinawakan niya yung balikat ko. Sabi naman, hindi naman ganun ka tender to touch. that time, that night. So sabi niya, hindi naman ganun ka-tender to touch, pero I think daw, sabi niya, tingin daw niya muscle pain. So more on muscular pain. So pag muscular pain kasi guys, management dyan is most on pain management. And then the next night, bumalik na ako sa Neuro ICU. Sabi ko, nakausap ko ulit yung NP ko, you know, and then some of my co-nurses, my colleague in the floor, sabi ko, they always asking me, Shirley, are you okay? Are you in pain? And then I told them, yeah, I'm having a frozen shoulder. They advising me different medicines to lessen the swollen, to relieve the pain. So that time, from Advil. So, pagbalik ko ng second night, nagtitake ako ng Advil. Dual action siya guys, with acetaminophen, 250 mg, and ibuprofen, which is the NSAIDs, 125 mg. So, nagtitake ako nito, pero 1 tablet every 8 hours lang. So, that second night, I'm still really in pain. So, nagsabi na ako sa mga colleagues ko, nurses ko, ano bang pwede ko pang i-take over the counter. So, nag-take naman ako ngayon the second night. Tumawag ako kay Toto, mahal, can you buy me some medications? Kasi sabi ko, at early as 8:30 pa lang ng gabi ng shift ko. Nag-start ako 7 p.m. 8:30 ng gabi pa lang, sobrang in pain na talaga ako. Hindi ako makapag-concentrate, hindi ako makapagtrabaho na maayos. So, ang ginawa ng asawa ko, lumabas siya ng bahay, bumili siya ng Aleve. It's naproxen sodium. So, it's 220 mg. It's a NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medicine. So, at second night, 1 tablet every 8 hours yung tinitake ko. Hanggang next night, third night, 1 tablet every 8 hours. Ang frozen shoulder pala guys, meron yung 3 stages. So during nasa severe in pain talaga ako, since na-experience ko siya, nag-google ako, nanood ako ng YouTube. So meron pala siyang 3 stages, which is the freezing stage, frozen stage, and thawing stage. So sa frozen stage guys, it is any movement of the shoulder that can cause pain. And the shoulder's ability to move becomes limited. So, nandun ako sa stage ng freezing stage. So, na-realize ko na, oh my God, nasa freezing stage talaga ako. So, I really feel na frozen shoulder talaga to. Pero, one of my friends told me, you know, ang frozen shoulder is a chronic disease. So, it takes like months. Probably, I'm experiencing, sabi na, probably you are experiencing muscle spasm, muscle pain, fatigue, ganyan. So, which is, very guilty ako guys, kasi sobrang, may pagka-workaholic talaga ako. Kahit sa hospital, I keep working extra shift, like 4 times, lagi ako may overtime once a week. And then, sa bahay, pag nasa bahay ako, alam ni Miggy and ni Toto, pag day off ko, maglilinis ako ng bahay, magpo-vlog ako. So, talagang, yung time ko, guys, sobrang, ang dami kong activities na ginagawa. Lalo na sa bahay kasi wala namang ibang kikilos sa bayan. I hate na madumi yung environment. I hate dirty places. I hate like hindi organized yung gamit. So may pagka-OC ako. So I admit na, so it's related sa siguro sobrang bumigay na rin yung immune system ko. So pero that night na-realize ko rin kasi gumagawa ako ng notes para sa reviewer nito. To remember, nag-vlog ako that night. During that night, nung nagsusulat ako ng notes kay Toto, makikita niyo sa video ko, yung previous video ko, ito yung ginagamit ko. And then, I realized I keep my left arm like this, and then kneeling, and then this is the book. So, tinaturn ko sa next page yung book, and using my right arm, right hands, and then nagsusulat ako ganyan. So, na-negligence ko rin yung left arm ko. And then, at the same time, sa hospital guys, pag nurse ka talaga, or any bedside work sa hospital, talaga magli-lift ka ng mga heavy, magli-lift ka ng mga magto-turn ka, magli-lift ka, mag-clean ka ng patient, you have to assist everything, you have to do everything, you have to carry, you know, equipment like that. So that one of the cause then na sobrang pagod na rin talaga siguro yung katawan ko. And those activities na ginagawa natin sa hospital as a nurse can cause muscle tears. So, most especially sa ating arm kasi very useful naman talaga yung ating mga kamay kapag nagtatrabaho tayo. Kahit hindi sa hospital. So, that might cause pain also, yung muscle tear, and then yung tightness, yung fatigue. So, combination na yun lahat ng contributing factors. So, on the 4th night, while I'm taking this Aleve naproxen sodium, that night, I realized na 1 tablet every 8 hours is not enough. So, binasa ko yung kanyang instructions dito sa likod, tsaka dun sa box niya. Sabi ko, maybe I can take 2 tablets, pero hindi na every 8 hours. It's every 12 hours na. Kasi ito guys, Aleve, itong binili ko is, itong binili ni Papa na Aleve na naproxen sodium, strength to last 12 hours. So, na-realize ko, kahit nagtitake ako ng isang tablet every 8 hours, very disturbing pa rin talaga yung pain na binibigay sa akin ng frozen shoulder ko. So, I realized na, why don't I take 2 tablet every 12 hours? So, after ko mag-dinner, magte-take ako ng 2 tablet. Yeah, 2 tablets. And then, next day, next morning, uuwi ako, kakain ako ng breakfast. So, magte-take ulit ako ng 2 tablets bago ako ulit matulog. And that 2 tablets helped me a lot. Sobra. So, yung 2 tablet na yun, guys, sobrang nakatulong talaga sa akin. So, as of now, nasa 5th night ako kagabi. So, 5th night. 6th day ko ngayon. And then, habang papasok ako sa duty, I saw one of our occupational therapists na kaibigan natin. So, I asked him, hey, can I ask you something? Sabi ko, you know, I'm having severe shoulder pain. I don't know if it's frozen shoulder. I'm not really sure, I told him. But I think it's like, it feels like freezing tight muscles. Like, it can cause, it gives me a limited movement of my shoulder, my left arm, which is yung number 1 symptoms ng frozen shoulder. So, in-assess niya ako, sabi niya, I think it's a muscle pain, sabi niya. I think it's a fatigue, related to fatigue, muscle pains. Yung natin pwedeng sabihin na frozen shoulder agad yan kasi it just started 2 days ago. So, tinuruan niya ako ng mga range of motion. Sabi niya, you better do the passive range of motion, hindi yung active. So, I realized, oh my God, I'm doing the wrong thing because I keep moving my arm. I'm trying to keep moving my left arm as much as I can kahit na minsan masakit. The muscles here are still swollen. So, one time, nung nagpa-stretch ako kay Papa, tsaka doon sa nurse na kasamahan ko, nanginig talaga yung muscles ko, nanginig. So, I told the occupational therapist, you know what happened yesterday? Sabi ko, we're trying to do exercises with my arm, and then, I feel some like spasm, like shaking in pain. And you know what? He told me, your brain is telling you, hey, what are you doing? I'm in pain right now. Why you keep moving? Why you keep letting me do these activities? So, na-realize ko, oh my God, I'm so harsh to myself. So, sabi niya, this is what you're gonna do. So, tinuruan niya ako ng mga passive range of motions na which is very helpful. Sobrang nakatulong talaga sa akin, guys. So guys, i-demo ko sa inyo yung isang tinuro sa akin passive range of motion ng ating occupational therapist. So kapag may frozen shoulder ka pala guys, hindi mo kailangan ng active range of motion. Yung pipilitin mo, pipilitin mo na galawin yung kamay mo. So this is passive range of motions. So ito guys, yung natutunan ko, nung tinuturoan nila ako kung ano yung dapat kong gawin para makip pa rin yung movement dito sa left arm ko. So this is what they call walking using your hand, one of the passive range of motion. So kapag may frozen shoulder ka, so keep doing this. So as much as you can naabutin sa taas. So ngayon makikita nyo guys, hindi na ako ganun ka in pain, pero masakit pa rin talaga siya. Masakit. Pero I have to keep doing this. And kapag guys, ililift mo yung arm mo, yung affected side, kailangan may support kasi passive-active range of motion tayo. So, hahawakan mo yung affected side, tsaka mo siya i-exercise. Yan. So, make sure na may support. Hanggang ma-tolerate na kung kaya nyo na i-lift yung affected side na mag-isa. So, wag nyong pilitin. Kasi dito guys, ito yung masakit yung muscles dito. Yung muscle natin dito, deltoid. So, meron dyan medial, tapos lateral. Hanggang dito yan, sa may scapula. So, deltoid muscle yan. So, kailangan may support siya para at least hindi na force. So, medyo masakit pa. And then, sobrang hirap kasi guys, yung freezing point na hindi mo magalaw, hindi mo, sobrang sakit. Pero the worst thing is yung frozen stage. Pero for me, yung experience ko pinaka-worst is yung frozen stage. So, it was Saturday morning. So, kapag magpapalit ako ng damit, ayan, ito yung unaffected side ko. Nagagalaw ko siya. So, I can remove my clothes. But this side, that time, hindi ko talaga hindi ko siya ma-move, talagang stiff. Yung stiffness niya sobrang times 100 compared dun sa freezing stage. So, talagang kailangan mo ng assist. So, that time, nagpapatulong ako kay Miggy. Umiyak ako, sobrang sakit. I cannot help myself just to removing my clothes. So, yun yung pinakamahirap. Ito, yan, dahan-dahan yan. Dapat may mag-a-assist talaga. Sobra. Yung na-experience ko si Miggy nagtatanggal nito. Tapos dahan-dahan. Parang yung left arm ko, frozen talaga. Parang say frozen. Hindi talaga siya magalaw. Pero yung pain, hindi na ganun ka-severe. Katulad nung freezing stage. So, ngayon, after ko mag-take ng Naproxen 2 tablet every 12 hours, it's getting better na. So, ngayon, nasa towing stage na ako guys. Sige, recap tayo. So, ang frozen shoulder, there's 3 stages, which is the freezing stage, frozen stage, and towing stage. So, let's start with freezing stage. So, ang freezing stage guys, the movement of the shoulder causes severe pain. Sobrang sakit talaga. Hindi mo, kapag minamove mo, parang tinitear talaga yung muscles mo, and then parang mararamdaman mo swollen. And the shoulder stability, yung shoulder nyo, mapapansin nyo, becomes more limited. So, hindi mo na siya magagamit kasi dahil in pain ka, make sure mo na secure siya. So, ang gagawin mo, tendency, hindi mo na siya gagalawin. So, that is the freezing stage. So, yung worst na na-experience ko, which is the frozen stage, the pain becomes more lessened. So, since nagtitake na rin ako ng pain medicine, so yung pain, lessen na rin siya. Pero ganun din talaga sa frozen stage. Mababawasan yung sakit na nararamdaman mo. However, guys, your shoulder becomes more stiffer. So, napansin ko talaga, oh my God, ito yung napanood ko na frozen stage na sobrang stiff, sobrang tigas na nung shoulder joint ko. Yung deltoid muscles ko more tight, nararamdaman ko swollen, and then tender to touch na siya. Makikita nyo talaga guys, may swollen, may difference dito sa unaffected side ko, dito sa left arm. So, dahil more stiff na siya, using of this left arm becomes more limited. So, hindi ko na siya ganun talagang nagagamit. So, using this affected side becomes more difficult. So, ang hirap pag sa frozen, yun ang pinakamahirap na na-experience ko. So, parang awang-awa ko sa sarili ko, na naawa ako sa anak ko kasi hindi ko siya maalagaan. Sobrang weak, sobrang in pain ako that time, those nights. So, sinabi ko sa anak ko, I'm sorry na mama is sick. Pero siya talaga yung nag-a-assist sa akin dito sa bahay kasi dalawa lang kami sa bahay during nasa work si Papa or nasa school. And then, yung towing stage naman guys, ito na yung pangatlong stage ng frozen shoulder. So, at this stage guys, your shoulder's ability to move begins to improve. So, tulad ko guys, nakakagawa na ako ng range of motion, nalilift it up ko na siya, naaangat ko na siya, and then, although yung rotation hindi pa ganun ka-smooth kasi talaga in pain pa. Pero hindi na siya ganun ka-swollen, guys. So, thankful ako kasi I can see within a week, on my 6th day, I can tell na it's getting better. So, there's an improvement dito sa aking condition na aking left arm. So, ayan guys, sana may natutunan kayo sa akin. Sobrang hirap ng pinagdaanan ko this past few days. Itong left arm ko, akala ng asawa ko nagka-stroke na ako. Pero hindi, sabi ko sa kanya, I am pretty sure it's more on muscle pain. Pinapakiramdaman ko yung katawan ko and ayokong mabinat. Ayoko ulit na ma-experience yung naranasan ko this past few days. So, I promise to myself na this time, I will take a break, I will take a rest, kahit ito sa bahay, relax lang. And then, naintindihan naman ni Papa. Ayun. So, minsan pinapagalitan na niya ako pag sobrang sipag ko dito sa bahay. Pero ngayon guys, maglalaba rin ako kasi walang ibang, kasi wala namang ibang gagawa. Si Papa, busy rin, nag-work. So, ayun guys, sana may natutunan kayo na alagaan nyo mabuti yung health nyo. Itong right arm ko, very strong to guys. Very strong, very strong. Napakagaling ni Lord kasi alam niya kung ilan yung dapat niya ibigay sa atin. Katulad nito, 2 yung kamay. So, may isa pa akong kamay kahit na weak yung kabilang side ko. Meron pa akong isa. At saka right-handed ako. So, hindi ako ganun nahihirapan. Medyo masakit lang din talaga kapag sobra napagod na yung left arm ko. So, kailangan talaga ng support. Yan, kapag may gagawin ka. Pero ngayon medyo okay na din talaga. Pag-pray nyo yung aking left arm na bumalik sa previous strength and condition para at least makapagtrabaho tayo ng maayos. Kasi ang hirap magtrabaho pag in pain ka. Pero one lesson learned that I realize is ang hirap maging pasyente. Ang hirap maging pasyente that those nights may neuro stroke patient ako admission. So I'm asking her to do some neuro assessment, which is natatawa ko kasi kapag ako gagawa ng pinapagawa ko sa kanya, ang sakit. For example, okay, good evening, I'll be your nurse. My name is Shirley. I'm doing my assessment, the neuro assessment, the brain assessment. So I can see how far you can go. So I'm telling, so I told my patient, can you lift your both arms? Alam nyo guys, yung in pain ka pero nakukuha mo pa rin tumawa. Kasi gusto mong iangat yung kamay mo, pero hindi mo magawa. Pero sinusubukan mo kahit in pain, kahit napaka-stiff, sinusubukan mo. At the same time, nasasaktan ka, pero masarap. Masarap minsan yung nasasaktan ka, pero pinipilit mong iangat. Iangat yung affected side mo, iangat yung sarili mo, parang kaya ko tong gawin. So, yun yung mga natutunan ko na ganun pala guys ang pakiramdam. So, ayan guys, na-share ko lang sa inyo yung aking na-experience this past 6 days. So, hopefully, may natutunan kayo sa experience ko. Always keep healthy, keep yourself healthy and happy. So, ayan. Thank you for watching, guys. Until next vlog. Bye!